Hello everybody in the internet. I know it's been a while since I have done any of these videos, but listen, okay? There's a good reason why I've been gone. We'll get to that in the end of the video. Today I definitely want to talk about the recent new trending thing that's been happening for the past few months. Sonic Movie 2, the sequel, I'm just gonna call it the sequel. But it definitely has been around a lot. There's definitely so much film photos and so much theories that we want to bring out. And when I mean I got someone who I really wanted to bring to the channel, but we've been pretty busy with our time zones and everything, but we managed to find time for each other. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Thanks for letting me join, Wyatt. I'm glad to be here. Hey everyone, my name's Rachel. You might better know me by the owner of the channel, Rachel Dubs, where I make comic dubs, and I'm planning to make Sonic discussion videos as well, like the one we're doing today. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Before we get into it, guys, I do want to point out something. That all the photos that we're getting is from our best friend, Pop Culture Dude, aka Daniel. Make sure you go check out his channel. He has been really caught up with all the photos, all the theories, well, not really theories, but all the photos and news, including Eggman, Knuckles, especially that one photo. But yeah, make sure you go check him out. He has been really caught up with all the news, and I'm really glad that he got all the photos for us to look at in this video today. So, Rachel, do you want to say something to Daniel before we get to this?
Alright, good thing you stopped me there. I was about to jump straight into this. But yeah, credit to our bro Daniel for supplying all the photos for this video. He makes a lot of awesome videos, guys. You should definitely go check him out and show him some great support.
Alright guys, so if you don't know, there has been photos around about them filming in Green Hills, which they're using a totally different location. Well, not really a new location, but some place that's highly recommended to be a replica of the other Green Hills from the first movie. But this seems to be more action-packed since we're seeing so many photos of, I'm gonna have to say this, Gun, Team Sonic, which I am really excited for, Eggman, and oh my god, everything's happening in Green Hills. I don't know what's gonna happen for the other locations, but these photos are really good just to see how we're gonna look at them in the movie. Rachel, you might want to put in your thoughts and everything on this so that you can, get into speed.
Oh yeah, these photos definitely hint to us that we're going to be in for a more action-packed movie, which is not surprising given the success of the first movie. The crew has a way higher budget now. But what's interesting is the second photo of Team Sonic spin dashing, which hints to us that we're going to get scenes of them fighting together, more than likely against Eggman, so this could be a final boss scene or scenes towards the end of the movie maybe. But it's great to see anyway. It's giving me very Sonic Heroes vibes, and I can't wait to see the three of them fighting together.
I totally agree with you, Rachel. The whole photo of what we're seeing right now, the whole spin dash and them standing together, really gives me Sonic Hero vibes and also a certain movie vibes. Do I have to do the dun 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 dun? But yeah, it certainly is going to be something we really want to see for the final boss. Or maybe, as one of our best friends, Daniel, would say, that this could not be the final battle. This could be something mid in the movie, that they're probably going to work together, probably trying to save Green Hills from Eggman and Gun, since Gun could be up to no good. Or it might be switch around, Gun might be the good guy, and then Eggman might just be playing in the whole time. We don't know. But that's all we know for these photos.
Alright, we're getting more photos of Gun now, or Gun, however you like to say it. And more poses of Team Sonic, alongside that iconically hilarious photo going around all the media of Knuckles' singular head on a stick. It is kind of just making me think of Sonic just using Knuckles as a baseball bat. Anyway, enough of that. But again, this looks like it could be set in the middle, the end of the movie, possibly. And as for Gun, or Gun, they do seem to be taking a very active role in this movie. I think they could potentially be both good and bad. Good in the sense that it could be possible that they are siding against both Eggman or Sonic, but there's also the chance that they're working with Eggman against Sonic. I personally think there'll at least be some kind of threat against Team Sonic, at least for this specific movie, as Tails and Knuckles brings more heroes in their introduction, so the movie might definitely want to introduce more antagonists to counteract that.
Like, this is definitely something I want to see for Knuckles, because since he's coming in, I want to see more heroes. I want to see Amy, I want to see Rouge, I want to see... Wait, hold on, let me pause there. Let me pause there, hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me just backpedal. Okay, so I want to see Amy, I want to see Cream. We might not see her until, like, the far movies. We might see Shadow, but, it's too soon. So yeah, so if Knuckles is a sign of more characters coming in, I'm excited. But for more perspective on what I can think of what this movie is leading to, this movie could be leading to the Sonic Adventure era, which means for the first Sonic Adventure game, there is Tikal and Chaos. Now, Tikal and Chaos are more important people in the role in the game, because Tikal is connected to Chaos due to the story of Chaos in the Echidna tribe. Now, basically, if they just add Chaos, it's not going to be the same. So I feel like they should add Tikal, and I know it's going to be bigger to what we're gonna see for the movie, but it's just gonna make sense. I mean, if you just try to at least have Tikal without Chaos, it's not gonna work. But yeah, Rachel, I totally agree with you on the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you, my dude. I'd love to see more characters in there. I know lots of people want Shadow and Amy and Metal Sonic in there, though I do think those would be more possible in the third movie and a story that the second movie will follow up into. But as for going into the Adventure era, I personally think they would just skip straight to Adventure 2, what with GUN being introduced more and already having quite an active role in this movie, and also for the simple fact that I think Chaos could make a bit difficult to make in the budget department, as I imagine it would take a lot of money to make this giant water sea monster, but you never know. I think that's what's exciting, is that there's a lot of possibilities these movies could lead into and so many different directions they can take. So it's really interesting to see where they'll go with the story.
I totally agree with you, Rachel, about the whole budget thing, about bringing these characters into the movie franchise. Ever since they gave them $90 million just for the first Sonic movie, and that turned out good. So now they got a higher one, but I feel like it's not high enough to bring someone of certain characters like Chaos or possibly Zabok, which I don't think he's coming anytime soon. But yeah, I can agree with you on the whole possible Shadow thing, because for what the Sonic Movie 2 story could be leading to, it certainly could skip Sonic to Sonic Adventure 2. But I feel like it should go straight to the first Sonic Adventure just to get a glimpse of what could we expect for the continuation of the story. Imagine if they did bring Chaos into the franchise, just like someone walks into the battle and then they see Chaos and Chaos just stares at them and he says nothing. And then someone just grabs a cup out of nowhere and just goes inside of him just to get some water. Please make that a meme. I definitely want that to be a meme if he does come into the franchise. I really want to see that.
Oh my god, yes, I want that to be the new canon ending now, if Chaos ever did show up to like the movie or another one, is that he just gets defeated by a cup of water. Someone just goes to pour a glass and then they just end up drinking all of Chaos or something.
Yes, I definitely want that to happen. I want to see that happen. That's gonna be a whole meme in the entire movie. Just they do all this trouble, but then someone just comes in and destroys Chaos by drinking him. That's gonna be too good. I am really wanting to see that in a movie. I swear, I want that to happen. Also, can we just accept the fact that Jim Carrey could be the new Superman in this one video? Just, can you admit that?
Oh my god, yes, I need that too. It could be like a meme. We need more Jim Carrey memes. Bring them to us, people. This video is turning more into a meme discussion video than it is a news video discussion.
Alright, it's time to move on. Now, if you guys don't know, if you guys have not been following my Twitter, what are you doing? You guys should follow it. Get me to 300 followers, please. But, yeah, so, I made a tweet a while ago, which was, who would you think would be the final boss for Sonic Movie 2? Since the last movie, it was obviously Dr. Eggman, including basically others, but, it was just Eggman. So, yeah, you guys put so much Metal Sonic, but we're gonna read some of your messages, and including you'll get a shout out. So let's get to it.
Alright, one of you, Mario Sonic Prime 45, shout out to them, said Movie Sonic vs Eggman, but Movie Sonic goes super. Now, this would be super cool to see. I'd love to see this happen in a movie, but as of right now, I say it's just an unlikely possibility. As awesome as it would be, we haven't really had any inclination towards the Chaos Emeralds being in the movies at all. Unless Movie Sonic could possibly turn super in another way, or to be fair, Knuckles coming back could hint at the Chaos Emeralds being in a movie, giving his connection to a certain Master Emerald. It's a possibility, and one that would be cool to see, but they could also explore it in another movie, or go a completely different direction.
Yeah, I totally agree with you with that, Rachel, but I did some research about the writing for the first Sonic movie. It turns out that they did want to bring the Chaos Emeralds, but they just thought it was a little too soon. The director wanted to not have this so soon into the movie. Okay, this next one, this tweet is from Socks45 and 6. Okay, that's a pretty cool name. This is what he has to say, or she. I don't want to guess anything, because I'm not that type of channel. Eggman again, maybe Knuckles, and to round out my top 3, honestly, BioLizard. BioLizard. Never heard of that character.
BioLizard was the final boss in SA2, to clear that up. So I don't think it'll be likely for BioLizard to show up unless Shadow did, which I don't think will happen in the second movie anyway. Anyway, Live Life, and I'm sorry because I can't read the rest of their Twitter name, so apologies for that, says Robotnik and an unidentified villain we don't know about yet. Now, Robotnik probably is the most likely final boss, especially with the one screenshot of Team Sonic spin dashing. It could be possible the boss fight is similar to the first movie and a throwback to that one, where they still go against Eggman, but it's just with Team Sonic now. But as for an unidentified villain, I also think this could be potential. Whether this unidentified villain could be a machine Robotnik makes, a character Robotnik associates with, or it could be possible it's someone working with GUN. All could be possible outcomes. But thank you for your suggestions, Live Life. Shout out to them.
Okay, this one sounds pretty interesting. This is from Joey. Shout out to Joey for this interesting type of tweet. Now, let's see. Everyone's saying Metal Sonic. Honestly, I like to see him, but I have a theory that he'll be introduced in the third movie along with Amy. Now, that type of theory, I would say is most likely. I mean, introducing both of those characters at the same time in a movie would actually be pretty cool ever since we can go back to Sonic CD, where we have Amy being captured by Metal Sonic, and Sonic comes and save her. That could be what they're leading to. I'm hoping that they do that, because that would be pretty cool just to get a throwback from the previous games like Sonic CD. Now, that is the type of story I would love to see in the big screen, but maybe they'll switch it up a little. We don't know because the second movie hasn't been released yet, but I really hope it's gonna be like that. So yeah, shout out to Joey. Thank you for this tweet.
Alright, now Kevstermania, I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. I'm so sorry if I've mispronounced any names. Anthony and Lewis have said Death Egg Robot for the final boss. Now, I think this is honestly probably the most likely outcome out of most of them. Like I said before, I can see them doing a throwback to the first movie where they have a similar robot, but it's like all of Team Sonic taking them down this time. Maybe there's like one big final spin dash scene where they all just spin dash at this big Death Egg robot, which I can see being very possible. And also it's just an iconic robot in the Sonic series. So I can definitely see them adding that in Sonic Movie 2, since I think they're planning to add in a lot more Easter eggs and throwbacks to the games and for the fans in this one. I just honestly think this is the most likely outcome.
Alright, now it seems like that we're getting to the end of this video. Like I said, it's basically all the stuff that we gathered from our boy Daniel. He basically has covered everything, and without him I don't think we would ever get this much photos or put as so much theories or discussions as we did in this video. Now, I do want to clear this to final off. I really think that most likely we'll get Metal Sonic and Amy, but right after Knuckles. Now, don't get me wrong, they are definitely putting Knuckles right when Amy was supposed to be first, but maybe they'll switch it up in this type of franchise. I mean, we do have certain ideas of how they will switch up the story, of how they'll make sure the story will go very deep, and we'll make sure that we'll get so much of what the games haven't gotten us, like so much of Sonic's story, his actual story, or somewhat of Knuckles' story. It's basically all the characters' story, about their backstories, about their origins, everything we should know, especially characters along the way. And I don't think the IDW comics or the Archie comic characters might show up, but if they might as well squeeze them in, then we might never know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this, because I really want this movie franchise to really go big, because this is Paramount. They really want this to be the next big aired franchise they ever made, especially now they're listening to the fans. Just like the Transformers franchise, it was big for Paramount back in the early 2000s, and it was so big, it was everywhere. That's what they want the Sonic movie to be, but they want to make sure it's good, that everyone will just sit in the theaters and watch it and have fun. So yeah, that is really what I want for this franchise to go for, and to have a very good story. Not like for what the games have done, because they're just games. Movies are different, especially game movies. So yeah, Rachel, you want to set off what your final thoughts are for these things and what we talked about today?
Of course. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think this movie could be a major success for Paramount. I mean, the first one already was, but if this hits off, not only could we have the chance of getting more, but I just think it could look really good for Paramount as well. And if it does hit off, that means there's the potential to have even more movies where we could potentially get new characters, like you said. Whether we get more characters such as Amy, Metal Sonic, Shadow, this one or the next one, who knows. But if the movie's successful, there's an even bigger possibility that we'll see those characters in the future movies as well, which is really cool. And as for the final boss, I still think the Death Egg Robot's most likely, with Metal Sonic being quite a close second. But whatever they do, I'd be excited, and I trust in the team and the movie producer and everything that it's gonna go great. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching our video. It really took a while to plan. We wanted to make sure everything was good for you guys to watch. It'll be worth the wait. But yes, this is what I have been planning for a while to do with Rachel, and I'm really happy for Rachel to come to the channel and talk about this with me, because I felt like if I did this on my own, it'd be pretty boring. But yeah, me and her have faith on the team of the Sonic team that are making the movie, and we really hope that they are going to do awesome with this sequel and for many movies to come with this franchise, because like we said, we want this to be big, to bring more characters, have a bigger budget, probably to make the franchise way more bigger than the games. I can't believe I said that. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. And Rachel, is there any final words you want to say to the fans now that we are ending the video?
Of course. Well, I wanted to thank you first, Wyatt, for having me on here. It's been an absolute blast and a pleasure. And of course, thanks to everyone watching and having to hear me ramble in my probably awkward British sounding voice. This video had a lot of hard work and effort put into it, and Wyatt was great with organising it. And he might potentially appear on my channel. He has before, and there might be more potential discussion videos, so you can go check out my channel. But more importantly, if you're watching this and haven't already, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to Wyatt, show him some support. But yeah, this has been a blast. Thanks for having me again, and I can't wait for the sequel to come out. Bye everyone!